Hello and welcome once again. 3 weeks ago I was here welcoming you all to the conference, Debating Networks and Communities 2010, and I'm now here saying goodbye as the conference closes for this year. Over the past 3 weeks we've had more than 100 papers presented and they've generated more than 2,500 comments as people have engaged in the debates around the issues that they've raised. I think that's a fantastic outcome. I'd like to thank everyone who was involved in the organisation and running of this conference, particularly Ted and Sky, my colleagues at Curtin University, but also everyone else who was involved in getting the conference ready to run and making sure that it ran smoothly. We've been really fortunate to have such an open forum where anyone can come along, read the papers and engage in debate. But I also appreciate that involves a lot of work making sure that we don't all drown in advertising, and it's been great to see that the conference could run so smoothly. So thank you to everyone involved in that. Thank you to everyone who presented papers, more than 100 of you. As I say, there's been some fascinating ideas put forward and debated. Thank you to everyone who came along and engaged in that debate. Lots of people not only presented their own papers but commented on other people's papers, but there were a lot of people coming who hadn't presented papers and were happy to share their thoughts with us, which I thought was fantastic. I'd also like to thank all our guests who didn't engage in the debates but came to observe. The core idea of this sort of conference is, of course, to get these ideas out into the public domain. That's great. We've had the opportunity to do that with you. The conference is sort of stretched over a number of different areas, as well as being here on the conference site. It's had a healthy life in Twitter, Facebook, through the World Wide Web, and also weeding its way through various emails. So it's great that it wasn't just confined to this site. As part of Debating Networks and Communities, we've gone out and created and engaged with networks and communities, which I think was always an important element of the conference. There's been, as I say, some great papers presented. They will be here along with the debates that they engendered for the next 5 or 6 months, hopefully, so that people can come back here and revisit the conference site. I'm also hoping that a number of these papers will develop further, and we will see them in other forums of academic journals or online publications. So I think that it'll be good to see where they go from here. After that, of course, we'll be taking the site, revamping the site and getting it ready for the 2011 conference, and I'm hoping that we'll see a lot of you back there in 12 months' time. That's really my role here to say goodbye, and thank you very much for having participated.